Hello, everyone. I'm Mark Bates, and I'm your metabolic health coach. Happy New Year. So, we ended up in December, middle of December, and we took basically a month off to assess where we were going, what we were doing, and we had a couple other projects we were starting up. So, they took up a lot of time. So, I know I've been away for a while, but we're back. January's starting up now, and it's time to get very active for 2026. So I hope you all had a great holiday season and you had some time. Now, uh, some of the changes we're making are we're going to be doing shorter videos. We're going to do more in a series, so maybe the uh, several in a row will be all on the same series, and we're going to try to keep them coming quickly. Okay. With that in mind, this is the first one for January 2026. This is the start of a 7-part series, and we're going to call this one If You Want to Lose a Significant Amount of Weight in 2026 Without Ozempic, Do This. Because what's happened is this is January, right? And I'm getting the requests already. I overdid it over the holidays. I've gained some weight. How do I lose it? Okay. And that happens to everybody. So let's move on here. So losing a significant amount of life-changing weight, and then we're talking 50 to 100 pounds, right? In a year is very feasible. 100 pounds may be a little much, but it's only 10 pounds a month if you think about it, or actually a little bit less than 10 pounds a month, right? It's like 8 pounds a month. That's actually very doable if you think about that. The, what we're going to do in these next 7 sessions, this is the first one, is guide you through a practical and sustainable approach to weight loss without relying on expensive medications like Ozempic. Uh, that's the one thing I'm telling you. A lot of people are saying, hey, I'm hearing about Ozempic. I know that it's apparently very effective, but there are side effects and it's very expensive overall. And do I want to do it? My short answer is, in my opinion, no. You don't want to use Ozempic if you can avoid it. Okay, so the next six sessions here, you're going to learn more about foundational strategies, dietary changes, the mindset shifts that you will have to go through, and lifestyle habits that can help you achieve this goal. And my assumption here is that you either are not following currently a carnivore or a ketogenic, a low carb, high fat diet. And so you need to get into that, or you've fallen off the wagon and you need to understand why you want to get back onto that. Okay. So that's where we're at. Okay. And the final video in this series will provide you with a clear action plan to get back on track and going. So here's just a couple quick themes that you need to keep in mind. One, you need to embrace a low carb diet for effective fat loss. Now, low carb diet is a diet that ideally has less than 20 grams of carbs per day. And the reason that becomes a significant number for us is that usually if you get more than that, you're getting some insulin problems because you're overeating too many carbohydrates, right? And we want you to get into a ketogenic diet, and you really need to get the carbs down. Now, I would get as close to zero as possible if you can, but not everyone wants to eat carnivore, 100% carnivore. So low carb, you're looking for 20. Obviously, if you're not eating that way right now, don't just jump into 20 or less grams of carbs every day. Give your body a chance to adjust, right? Give yourself 4 to 6 weeks to ramp down to that very small number, depending on where you're at. If you're at, say, maybe 80 or so per day, well, you can probably do it in 4 weeks, right? If you're eating like most people are, 100 to 200 grams of carbs a day or more, give yourself 6 weeks or maybe even 8 weeks to ramp down. Give your body a time to reset. That will eliminate what a lot of people are scared of when they hear about ketogenic diets or carnivore, which is the keto flu. That's when your body's trying to adjust to changing this. Give your body a chance to adjust. Okay. Set realistic and measurable goals. Okay. Don't say, I want to lose 20 pounds this month. Maybe you can do that. I don't know. Right. But the idea is keep them realistic. So if you're trying to lose, let's say 100 pounds for the entire year, well, that's under 10 pounds a month. That's realistic, right? That's 2 pounds a week, essentially, right? So that's very realistic, something you can do. But don't expect it to work like clockwork, right? You're not going to lose 2 pounds every single week. Some weeks will be more, some weeks will be less. You might hit slumps, okay? Be realistic in this. You do have to plan on overcoming plateaus with strategic adjustments, right? And we'll cover those in more detail throughout the year. But the idea is that as your body's changing and you're learning new ways of eating and you're providing your body nutrients it may not have had before, it's healing. Sometimes your body just needs to stop. Now I'll tell you right now, this is a big one. A lot of people who start, let's say, in a carnivore diet, very early on, they start losing a massive amount of weight very quickly, and then they hit a plateau, and they stay on that plateau for months, if not longer. I've got some people who I know who have been plateaued for 2 years or longer, and then all of a sudden they started losing weight again. And the question was, well, why did that happen? And my normal response to that is, once you started eating very healthy to your body, the way your body was designed to operate, well, the initial amount of weight came off very quickly. But once you got past a certain point, when you're hitting a set point issue, your body is used to being at a certain weight. But the other part is your body's healing. And at some point, your body's going to spend more time healing things that aren't weight related that you may not even notice very much, rather than losing weight. So give your body time to heal. Now, you probably will notice this in terms of maybe gaining more muscle mass, maybe you'll be losing inches but not weight. Remember, if you've been eating a high carb diet for years and years and years, your body has been malnourished for all that time. And it may take a long time for you to get back to where your body feels like it's fully nourished. And it just takes time to heal, okay? Incorporate exercise and lifestyle changes. Now, this doesn't mean drastic things. You don't have to go to the gym and spend 3 hours at the gym lifting weights and doing all that. If you do that, that's great if that's part of your normal routine. But just do little things. Walk around the block if that's all you can do. Just do that. I walk my dogs. I mean, that's my exercise mostly for the day. I mean, I do go to the gym every once in a while. My son, who's 13, is getting into this idea he wants to get stronger, and that's great. So I'm taking him to the gym. But it's not like something that, I'm a gym rat type of a thing. You don't have to be. Just get some exercise in. Get some lifestyle changes going, right? The other thing is maintain your motivation and accountability. Find an accountability partner, right? Or get more motivation. Now, one way you could do that, just a gentle little plug here, is that I do have my health coaching platform. The link will be in the description. It's $10 a month. You get motivation, you get some accountability. There's all kinds of stuff in there that I don't publish on YouTube. And we have live calls that you can be part of. And you can ask questions, right? So get that motivation. That helps. So we end this today here. The rest of the series, it's all based on proven methods. Years of research have gone into this stuff to prove it out. Lots of personal experience, including my own, right? I went from 200 pounds, right? And I'm now at a healthy weight. And so we're going to focus on keeping this simple for you. Let's lose some weight in 2026 and get you started on the road to health. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. And once again, check the description for the link to my health coaching platform. Thank you very much. Have a great time today.